And now we get to see how much that's going to motivate John Florence, with now a shot at taking the Jeep yellow jersey if he goes all the way to the quarterfinals. Right now we're in round 3, and he's taking on rookie Alex Ribeiro, representing Brazil.
My dad, my mom, everybody, all my friends from Niterói, and all the Brazilians too. We still have some Brazilians in the call, and keep going, step by step.
To get back into this race, into the last few events of the season, with a little wave popping up. We've got Alex Ribeiro looking to start things off early against John Florence. It's just an up and out. That'll just hand the rotation to John Florence.
It's pretty much over after that one. There was not much left. So, yeah, I'm disappointed. Bruno's amazing out here. Good luck to him in the rest of the event. Obviously, going to be watching the next few heats pretty close, but it's feeling good. And then, yeah, just do everything I can to have as many points by the end of the year as I can, and not focus on how these guys or what these guys are doing. So
we can see Alex trying to sort of emulate what Bruno did, just catching waves, applying pressure. Started with a 0.23, 1.73 on wave number 2, 2.23 on wave number 3. But yeah, he's just so casual, yet so radical.
John's first wave comes at the 23-minute mark. Grabs the rail, stance nice and forward. He'll get shot out. And now he's going to go to turns. Big wind up, hammers it off the lip. A beautiful barrel, the snap combination to put himself in the lead.
I've always seen the bright side of things. Look at this wave here from John. Decides to grab the rail on this occasion. Why? Because he needed to slow himself down, using part of his body, dragging that to really manufacture a longer tube ride, and then just belts the living daylights out of that end section. Have a look at this here. Perfect style. You see that back leg completely compressed on the board. Now he starts to give it that little bit of style where he's dragging the body as well. And John has that ability to react on the fly.
Such a magical thing to witness live at Teahupo'o. John Florence, perfect backhand surfing, setting the mark for being the best in the world. A 7.5. Ribeiro now needs a 5.28 to get the lead back.
There's a kind of looking that way. Have a look at this one.
Alex Ribeiro, it's his turn to move. Stall on the takeoff. He disappears. Nice, fun-looking barrel ride for the rookie, representing Praia Grande.
Well, he's got to think about it. Unfortunately, his seating, he's going to get the good guys.
Now he'll roll in. Mid-face stall for Ribeiro. Just another quick vision. He'll hop out. So free to roam without priority, just couldn't help himself, spun around, got barreled, not a super deep tube ride. Alex adding to the Brazilian storm.
What a beautiful looking wave this one is. I mean, great positioning there from Alex. Comes out, just kicks straight on out. So conditions at the moment are just absolutely perfect on the way back out. Deciding to go another one. You know, what he's doing is he's just getting his confidence up. He knows he's got John Florence. He knows John's going to be posting big scores. So Alex has got to kind of keep up. Now what's happened with Alex's year, started off real slow. He hasn't had any good results.
Third here to a second, and lowers to a win in France. Back to this one as we have Florence on his second effort. Great positioning once again. Stalling to get nice and barreled. High line down carve right into an explosive snap off the top. He ran out of room for the finish. But Ribeiro's on the next opportunity. A couple of subtle pumps. He'll come out without a problem. Right in front of Florence. It's fun to see a lot of wave action in this one. Ribeiro's not afraid of just packing these little head-high visions. And
depending on what John's score comes in at, let's have a look at it right now. Look at this clean, beautiful texture on the face of the wave. Slides in nice and perfect. Comes out nice and clean, very similar to his last wave. So I think we're looking at very similar scores. 7.5 on his opening account, Joe. Look at this perfect positioning right here. Look at that back leg is literally compressed all the way onto the board. Now he starts to slide the body on the face of the wave, slows himself down, and then just jams in a couple of turns. So John Florence looking absolutely deadly right now. Beautiful footage from the drone there. You can see the reef, how shallow this place is, the cracks, the crevices. And then right behind him, this is definitely Alex's best wave. Slows himself down. Now he starts to pump. Beautiful positioning right there. Both hands out in front. Didn't want to wipe off any speed, and comes out nicely. So Alex Ribeiro, definitely his best wave so far. This kid can ride the barrel. He's on the World Tour for a reason, Joe. Just that first part of the year has been a little daunting for him. coming up against probably his heroes, trying to sort of get, you know, his head around all that kind of stuff.
One of the bigger ones we've seen sucking off the reef. It's Ribeiro's turn with priority. Drops straight to the bottom. Bottom turns, and there wasn't much on hand.
Yeah, I think the direction of the swell, those bigger ones, kind of break a little bit off the reef.
Invited Felipe Toledo to come with him on that trip, as we see Ribeiro now. Packs a small insider. He's having some fun. His 8th wave ridden so far. That one's not going to factor in as he's still looking for a 7.93. Oftentimes if Kelly got knocked out, he'd jump in someone's corner and try to give him advice before their matchup.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, nice little wave here for Alex, but just not going to cut it. I mean, you need something up in that 7+ range just to...
As we head into the heat recap, John Florence waited till the 23-minute mark to get started and turned into 7.5.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he's looking dangerous. Even that last turn, the commitment, the degree of difficulty, Alex, you know, I love the way he's surfing. I mean, this is the most relaxed, you know, on sort of point that I've seen him all year. This could be the beginning of his year, really. A couple of good results at the back end, and he could find himself in that requalification situation, but he's got this man here who's got his sights set on a world title. He's done pretty much everything else you can do in the sport of surfing. All that's left right now is that crown, and I think he's in a crash course with it. Alex, though, look at this, beautiful barrels. How's the conditions right now, Joe? It is absolutely perfect out there.
Unbelievable conditions here for an exciting round 3.
So John absolutely on fire right now.
Well, still some time on the clock. This wave will count for Ribeiro. It's a smaller one that's stretching out quickly ahead of him. Let's see if he can create a moment for himself. Going for the corrupt flip off the roof. And he goes down swinging. Alex Ribeiro got his first win of the season over world champ De Souza. And now his run stops here in round 3 to John Florence, who's trying to see yellow. He can take the Jeep yellow jersey if he gets on into the quarterfinals, but now heading the right direction.